An earthquake has struck Nepal. 128 people are known to have died so far. Strong tremors were felt in the capital of Nepal, as well as in neighboring India. More than 128 people have died in western Nepal as a result of a strong earthquake. Most of the victims are in the hard-hit districts of Jajarkot and Rukam, 500 kilometers from the capital Kathmandu. Military and security forces have been deployed to help rescuers, BBC reports. More than 100 people have reportedly been injured. Jajarkot's hospital is full. Authorities expect the death toll could rise further. Within an hour after the main earthquake, there were 3 more aftershocks because of what many people spent the rest of the night on the street. It is specified that strong tremors were also felt in the capital of Nepal, as well as in neighboring India. The video of local media shows collapsed facades of high-rise buildings. People are digging through the rubble, trying to find survivors. However, search and rescue operations are hampered as roads are blocked by landslides caused by the earthquake. The country is in the zone of high seismic activity in the Himalayas. Thus, in 2015, 2 strong earthquakes occurred in Nepal. Then 9,000 people died, 22,000 were injured, and thousands of houses were destroyed. Storm Siren has hit northwestern Europe. The number of victims of the deadly storm has increased to 6. According to the agency, the wind speed in places reaches 150 to 207 km/h. In the west of Europe, schools and airports are closed, as well as stopped rail traffic. A truck driver died when a tree fell on him in France, while a second fatality was reported in Le Havre. 15 people were also injured in France, including 7 firefighters. 1 person was seriously injured in the town of Roubaix in the north of the country. Falling trees also caused the death of a woman in the Spanish capital Madrid and another in the southern Netherlands. 2 people died in the Belgian city of Ghent, a 5-year-old child from Ukraine and a 64-year-old German woman. Both deaths occurred as a result of falling branches. In addition, 1.2 million French households were left without electricity. Wind speeds in the regions of the country reached 207 km/h, which led to 20-meter waves near the coast. Local authorities urged people to stay indoors. Forecasters predict the bad weather is already receding. The danger level has been reduced from red to orange. The State Meteorological Agency of Spain also announced the red level of danger, informed about waves up to 9 meters high. One of the most important tourist destinations in Europe, the island of the Canary Islands archipelago Tenerife, covered a terrible fire. There was the largest fire for a couple of decades. The north of the territories of Spain began to burn on Tuesday evening due to drought, provoked by abnormal heat. The fire cannot be localized for several days. Firefighters did everything possible to save nature and people's homes. It is noted that the potential danger threatened 8,000 people in 8 municipalities of the island. For them as early as Tuesday announced a forced evacuation. The epicenter of the fire covered the mountainous area near the municipalities of Arafo, Candelaria, as well as the east and west of Lower Otava. Overnight, some progress was made in extinguishing the fire in these areas. But during the day, the hot weather poses additional risks for firefighters. The Canary Islands have been suffering from severe drought for the past few years, as has much of mainland Spain. It is noted that this is due to abnormally low rainfall in these territories. The norm of recent years has been below average. The fire, which has engulfed the forests of Tenerife, is considered the largest in the last 40 years, emphasized Clavijo. The 2-story apartment building in Alaska collapsed into raging waters due to a glacial dam break. The tragic moment was caught on video. It shows a house in the administrative center of Alaska Juneau is swept away by the Mendenhall River. The water reportedly destroyed at least 2 buildings, damaged others and eroded riverbanks over the weekend, but has thankfully started to recede recently. No injuries or fatalities have been reported. City officials said they are working to assess the damage. According to the publication, such floods occur when glaciers melt and pour huge amounts of water into nearby lakes. Scientists say such floods pose a risk to about 15 million people worldwide, more than half of them in India, Pakistan, Peru and China. The US National Weather Service says such floods are not uncommon, but this one was extreme. The erosion caused by the rapid flow of water was unprecedented, meteorologists say. Lightning struck a bridge over the Bosphor Strait and a restaurant building in Istanbul. A lightning strike struck the Sultan Selim Yavuz Bridge spanning the Bosphor Strait north of Istanbul. The moment of the lightning strike was captured by the video surveillance system on the bridge. Istanbul authorities have stepped up security measures. An investigation has been launched to assess the potential damage. According to the Turkish edition of Tuzla, lightning also hit the restaurant building. The strike struck the dough mixing machine at the moment when two cooks were preparing pita dough. None of them were injured. There was also an accident on the bridge due to strong wind gusts. A truck trailer overturned. It blocked traffic on both road lanes, causing a traffic jam in the direction of Ankara, Haberler reports. Earlier, a flock of sheep became a victim of the elements in Altay. A powerful lightning strike killed more than 40 animals at once. In Kolomna, lightning struck people fleeing from a thunderstorm. The Russian capital region was hit by heavy downpours, causing roads to turn into rivers. In Kolomna, lightning almost hit people who were struggling to cross a flooded street. Cars went underwater, trees broke from the strong wind. In one of the residential buildings, water began to whip from the roof right in the entrance. The Ministry of Emergency Situations warned that such weather may last until Saturday afternoon. Earlier it was reported that the Russian capital experienced a tropical night. The minimum air temperature in most parts of Moscow on Friday night did not fall below 20 degrees Celsius. Tornadoes swept over the sea near Tuapse. In Tuapse, several tornadoes were seen over the sea. They passed about 10 kilometers from the coast. Weather forecasters warn of worsening weather across the region. There will be showers, thunderstorms and strong winds. Local residents and tourists are asked to be careful, if possible, stay at home. A storm warning is in effect in the region. In June, a tornado swept over the north of Crimea. Locals saw a small funnel in Zankoysky district. It appeared over the fields, then swept over the roads. This is a rare phenomenon for the peninsula.